Do you find it difficult to come up with content ideas for your podcast? Or perhaps you've gotten stuck during an interview with a guest where you just have nothing to ask anymore? Try Poddex today. Poddex is the best all-in-one podcast idea generation tool. You get everything from podcast ideas to interesting conversation starters for interviews, engaging discussions, for your live streams, and even social media content ideas. With this tool, you don't have to spend weeks trying to come up with content for an episode or unique questions for your guests. Just shuffle the cards and pick one at random. Hit the record button and get started. Now you can make better content, have more fun while you're at it, and get your viral moment, all with Poddex. Head over to poddex.com and use code C4C. Once again, poddex.com and use code C4C. Hi, I am Raphael Harry. I am the host of White Label American podcast, and this is my participation in the C4 Challenge with the Content Creators of Color Collective. I am going to be answering 5 questions from amazing content creators and sometimes everyday people who inspire me or are just relatable in one way or the other. So enjoy, and I hope you get to learn something about me, and also check out the people who asked me questions. Thank you. Welcome to day 10 of the C4 Challenge. Today, I'll be answering questions from my good friend, Bree. She did not give me permission to say all her name, and she's still pending on her content that she was supposed to have started. Did she even start a YouTube channel? Well, she gonna kill me. But anyway, she's my love from the army, because she's an army supply, and if you work in supply, we love each other automatically. Except if you try to stab me in the back, then ain't no love for you. But Bree is my army love from army supply. But except when they beat us, when the army play against Navy and they beat us, then I don't love her anymore. So thank you for the questions, Bree. Let's dive in. Question number 1. What made you start your podcast? Well, I knew that Bree did not have good quality content that she was listening to, so I had to make something dope, astonishing, and fabulous for Bree to be able to listen to and enjoy and share with her friends and family and fellow supply in the army. That's why. Question number 2. Why did you choose that name? I'll never stop getting this question. White Label American. That's the name because of this question. It makes you all ask. Because it's a name that makes people pause and stare and say, hey, what is this about? Is this good? Is this bad? Is this what? It draws people in. You need a name that's going to draw attention and, attract people. So, yeah, it's that was the main reason for going with the name White Label American. And it also speaks to immigration and immigrants in America, and the original, the name American, there were people who lived in America before American was invented, and those people's input wasn't really taken into account, and then they were white labeled into American. But were they even white labeled? Because it took a long time for them to even be considered Americans. So it's my own way of reclaiming the word American and showing voices and people, showing people and their voices that I believe qualify to be American and deserve to be represented. And it's not just limited to only people in America. It's something that, we connect with everybody in the world. We're in a global age. So the title actually represents everybody in the world. Question number 3. What is a fun fact about you? There's so many. I'm sexy. I'm funny. But I don't even know how to answer this question, to be honest. That's a fun fact about me. I admit, I love to talk about some times where I've been an embarrassment, some embarrassing moments, and so I think I just love making people laugh without being a comedian, a stand-up comedian. And that's why some people back in Nigeria used to say, "Oh, you should be in comedy." I don't know. If you pay me like a comedian, like not like an established comedian, then yeah, maybe. But I don't know. I just think I like making people laugh in general for the most part of it. That don't mean I think I will go with that. Are you a podcaster who does not have a website? You do not know where to begin. You are afraid. You are worried. Well, worry not. Podpage is here for you to start your website. All you need is go to podpage.com. And in less than 5 minutes, you have a website running. There's amazing colors, great templates to guide you. And if you want to go Podpage Pro, hey, all you need to do is hit the c4challenge.com website and check out the code there, C4C, and get your discount and begin. Podpage.com. That's for you. Question number 4. Why did you decide to live in one of the coldest states? Girl, what? Ain't New York ain't one of the coldest states? I don't live in that part even anyway. New York City. Have you had summer in New York City? It's hot. It's hot. Dang. Okay, well, full disclosure, Bree is from Texas, so you have to forgive her, because I don't know what she would say when she goes up to Vermont or Detroit, Michigan, or what do you call that other place? Minnesota, where they actually manufacture coal. They manufacture coal in Minnesota. You've been there during winter, as soon as you come out of the plane, you're just going to be frozen. Freeze right there. And they call it New York. New York ain't cold. I mean, it's cold, but it's not cold. If you get what I'm saying. I love New York, man. I feel at peace here. I just have peace of mind. It has its issues, and there's racism everywhere. So, yeah. But, hey, I'm just cool here. I love Brooklyn, too. Question number 5. Oh, I think Bree sent more questions, so I almost got confused for a second. Question number 5. What career advice would you give to others who want to do a podcast? Yes, you can get paid doing podcasting. Like me, I don't have sponsors, and it's not because I'm not attractable, I'm not big enough. It's based on some decisions that I've made, and yeah, I could have had sponsors now with what I know. So you have to do research, put in the work, ask questions, do not feel like you have to know it all. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to be wrong. And, learn. Take it and, take the advice you're given and, apply. I felt like I had to know everything from day one, and if I didn't do it, then I failed. No, you don't. Just allow yourself room to grow organically. And if you wish to make it your 9 to 5 from day one, then act like you're going to make it your 9 to 5 from day one. And I wouldn't suggest you give up whatever is paying you as a regular 9 to 5, but if you can afford to, if you are in that space where you can afford to, then go for it. Don't let anybody stop you. And don't be that person who said, "Oh, I wish I had tried this. I wish." Do it if you want to do it. And then if it's not for you, it's not for you. Not everybody who jumps to podcasting will succeed. But don't be that person who's gonna be like, "Oh, I wish I had tried it." If you need to try, then go try it. Don't let anybody stop you. But you don't need to buy expensive equipment. You don't need to buy the most expensive stuff. Reach out, communicate, talk to people, learn from people, and you'll find out there's so many resources that are available for you to use and utilize to get you to the step that you need to get to. Okay. So Bree cheated by adding 2 more questions, because question number 5 was supposed to be the last question. All right, I'll just do quick answers to these 2. Bonus question number 6. Do you work outside the podcast? Yes, I do. Bonus question. What has driven your topics for discussion? The topics are based on each guest. I mirror each episode after a guest, and every guest has nobody's immigrant journey is the same. I can bring 10 guests from the same country, came on the same flight, and those 10 people will not have this exact same story. There may be similarities, but they won't have the exact same story, because people are people. And that's why we can see similarities between someone born in Barbados with someone born in Nigeria who had never met each other until 2021. So, that's it's just a beauty of life. So I allow each guest's story. Each guest determines what the topics for discussion will be. So topics of discussion is based on the individual or the people, because I can interview couples, families, and it's not limited to just an individual. So if they want to share a story together, then we'll do that together. All right. So thank you, Bree, for the beautiful questions. And when you have your show finally up and running, I'll make sure to put it out there. So thank you for listening. Don't forget to check out the C4 Challenge. There are other fantastic creators like myself included. And for more of my content, go to www.whitelabelamerican.com. And if you want to get bonus content, join us on Patreon, where there's loads and loads and loads of content, including questions from my Patreons up there. Please, we welcome your support. We have merch. You're not only supporting me, you're supporting Black-owned businesses. And I also give back to fellow content creators of color too, and from minority groups. I am Raphael Harry, host of White Label American podcast. Thank you for the privilege of your company.